Welcome to Frame by Frame, Case File 1. Iron Man, the 2008 movie that saved Marvel. Imagine waking up one day and realizing the company you love your entire life is on the verge of disappearing and going poof, not because people stopped loving superheroes, but because the company behind them had run out of options. Long before the Marvel Cinematic Universe became the biggest movie franchise in the world and in history as well, Marvel wasn't a Hollywood powerhouse. It was a company fighting to survive, just to keep the lights on. Marvel sold movie rights to some of its biggest heroes that we love. Spider-Man went one way, the X-Men went another way, the Fantastic Four were gone, well, another way. Even the Hulk went somewhere else. By the early 2000s, the company's biggest stars were not even under their control. That left Marvel with very difficult questions. Who were they gonna build the future around? The answer surprised almost everyone. A billionaire engineer named Tony Stark, a character who wasn't as recognizable to the general audiences as Spider-Man or Wolverine or Captain America. It was a big gamble, and if it failed, there probably wouldn't be a Marvel Cinematic Universe. There wouldn't be Avengers. There wouldn't be Endgame. There wouldn't be 20 plus interconnected movies that changed Hollywood forever. Today's investigation isn't just about Iron Man. It's about one decision, one actor, and one director, and the one movie that changed everything. I'm Phil, and welcome to Frame by Frame. Our objective today is to investigate why this film became one of the most influential superhero movies ever made. Was it simply good timing? Was it Robert Downey Jr.? Was it Jon Favreau's direction? Or was it something deeper that people connected with? Let's open the file and let's dig into it. It's easy to forget that before Iron Man, Marvel Studios wasn't the giant that we know today. Marvel had incredible comic book characters, but many of its biggest names were licensed to other studios, like Spider-Man. Sony had Spider-Man. Fox had the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. Marvel's own studio was taking a huge gamble by producing Iron Man. If the movie failed, there was no guarantee there was gonna be another chance. That pressure influenced every creative decision. Instead of trying to copy other superhero movies, the filmmakers focused to make that world feel believable. The armor needed to look like something actually an engineer could build. Tony Stark needed to feel like a real person, not a flawless hero. That grounded approach would eventually become one of the defining traits of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Today is almost impossible. Imagine anybody else playing Tony Stark. But in 2008, that wasn't the obvious choice. Robert Downey Jr. was undeniably talented, yet many studios saw him as a financial risk because of his well-publicized struggles earlier in his career. Director Jon Favreau believed that those experiences could bring authenticity to Tony Stark. Tony isn't introduced as someone who has everything figured out. He's brilliant, charismatic, and confident, but he's also deeply flawed. That combination of confidence and vulnerability is what makes that character unforgettable. Downey didn't just play Iron Man, he made the audiences believe Tony Stark was real. Take a moment and think about it. If someone else had been cast, would the Marvel Cinematic Universe have become what it is today? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. One of the smartest creative decisions in Iron Man is that Tony doesn't start as a traditional hero. He is introduced as a man whose intelligence has brought him success, but whose inventions have consequences beyond his control. Rather than presenting a perfect role model, the film gives us someone that has room to grow. That journey is one of the reasons audiences connected very strongly with him. Many superhero stories begin with incredible abilities. Tony Stark's defining trait isn't a superpower, it's curiosity. When faced with impossible problems, his instinct is to build, experiment, fail, and try again. That's a trait that resonates beyond comics. It's a mindset shared by engineers, inventors, artists, and creators. For me, that's one of the film's greatest strengths. One detail many people don't realize: how much room the actors had to improvise rather than rely entirely on rigid dialogue. Jon Favreau encouraged natural conversations that gave many scenes an energy that still feels fresh years later. Combined with practical suit pieces and grounded visual effects, the world feels lived and rather than artificial. The technology has personality. The workshop has personality. Even the pauses between lines help sell the illusion that these characters exist outside the script. When people talk about Iron Man, they often focus on the action or the armor, but I think the real achievement is much simpler. The filmmakers convince audiences to invest in a person before they invested in a superhero. Without that emotional connection, none of the sequels, team-ups, or universe building would have mattered. Iron Man didn't just launch a franchise, it reminded Hollywood that character comes before a spectacle. And that's a lesson the filmmakers are still learning today. So now I want to hear from you. What do you think made Iron Man such a success? Was it Robert Downey Jr.'s performance, Jon Favreau's direction, Marvel taking such a huge risk, or was it another ingredient that made that movie unforgettable? Leave your thoughts below, because in the next episode of Frame by Frame, we are going to investigate another piece of the puzzle behind one of the most influential superhero movie ever made. Until next time, keep watching closely, because the smallest detail often tell the biggest story.